By the time I left my shift on, I think it was the Friday I left, I knew that we had quite a few very, very poorly people. By the time I came back to shift on the Monday, at that point I think we had lost 7 patients, which was quite horrific to try and interpret in my head. I then went off duty on Monday and came back on the Friday to discover that we had lost another 2. So within the space of 5 days we had lost 9 patients. There's no such thing as the norm within the hospice, but that is not really the norm. The one thing that I always feel very reassured by is that I know that when those patients approach the end of their journey, they had the best possible care and attention that they could have possibly had anywhere in the world. A normal day, when I've finished, if it's been a particularly stressful shift, I like to spend some time on my own. It's quite nice to come and reflect and to actually just reflect on the day and try and make sense of things. I've seen quite a number of people leave us, so it's inevitable that it will happen. It's difficult to say where Michael's at. His condition could change very, very quickly, and that's why it is so difficult to assess. But psychologically, I think he's very accepting of where he's at. He doesn't like it, but he's accepting of it. He knows he can't change it, so he's very much relieved to be here in St Margaret's, because in terms of his symptom control and things like that, as well as all of the psychological support both him and his family are getting.
Feeling not bad today. It was bad this morning, really bad. So I says to one of the nurses, go and try and get my wife, I says, because I think I'm dying. I says, it doesn't frighten you. It's the people you're leaving behind, obviously. Dying's nothing, is it? When you think about it, dying is nothing. Well, my dad died at 65. I was going to say it was horrendous, but it wasn't. He was sitting next to me. I watched the snooker. I says to him, I'd been in Glasgow, I'd been in town, and I says, you're cold, Dad. Aye, I'm a wee bit cold. And we'd been for a wee whiskey and that, you know. And he made it, he says, I'll just take my glasses off, you know. So he took his glasses off. His head back. He was on his shirt and tie. I says, and the next minute I heard this horrible noise. My dad had died. If you're ever going to pull through this, you need your family, a good family. They says our marriage wouldn't last because we were only 17 when we got married. So we're nearly 50 years later. We're still together. Your life obviously changes. I'm the father of 3 daughters, so nothing can touch your father because he's a legend. My happiest memory is quite recent. It was my grandson who was getting christened on the 5th of January. And I felt great. It was good because all my friends turned up at the church. My family's out of this world. And I've been here for me, you know. I really want to live, I really want to fight hard. Well, I've always been a fighter, but I really want to fight hard now. And I'll get cured and then I'll sicken. I'll walk out here. I will walk out there, right? I'll walk out here.
we become really intensely involved in our patient care, and it's really difficult sometimes at the end of a shift to accept that you have to hand the responsibility on to someone else to keep that level of care going. And it's not that you have any doubt in your colleagues, it's just difficult to let go.